A crash involving multiple vehicles on the Maine Turnpike closed part of the highway and caused significant traffic delays this morning. This video was sent in to us of a helicopter landing on the highway where the crash happened. The Maine Turnpike Authority issued an alert just before 9 a.m. saying multiple lanes were blocked on the southbound side of the highway at mile 20 in Wells. State police say around 9:45 southbound traffic was being diverted off the highway at exit 25 in Kennebunk. No word yet on injuries or how many vehicles were involved with the crash. We'll have updates as they become available.